Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a very interesting video because on this video I'm going to be telling you those things I wish I knew before I gained admission into the School of Nursing. Of course, this video is not to frighten you, it's just to warn you and to prepare you as you go along in your journey to gain admission into the School of Nursing. So guys, if you want to know what those things are, then please do keep on watching. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new on this channel, you are highly welcome. The name of my channel is Toju Talks Nursing. My name is Toju Okorodudu. I'm an RN, a midwife, and a BSc in the making. I actually attend the National Open University of Nigeria. So guys, today on my channel I'm going to be telling you those things I wish I knew before I gained admission into the School of Nursing. On this channel I talk about nursing, tips, vlogs, and a little bit of finance. So guys, if you want to join this family, then please click on the red subscribe button. Then do not forget to click on the notification bell to let you know each time I post a new video, so you will get first-hand information on each video I will be posting on this channel. So guys, let's get started. So guys, one of those things I wish I knew before I get admission into the School of Nursing is that nursing school is very expensive. Yes, it's very expensive. There are a lot of financial responsibility involved in being a nurse and being a student of the School of Nursing. And one way to lessen that is by attending the government-owned School of Nursing, which I was lucky to attend to gain admission into. It may be very challenging and difficult and competitive, but if you are fortunate or if you have any means to do so, please do attend a government-owned School of Nursing, because this private School of Nursing, especially here in Nigeria, they are quite expensive, and I'm not kidding when I say that. So please bear that in mind and be rest assured that this is what you will be facing: financial expenditure when you gain admission into the School of Nursing. So the second thing I wish I knew before I entered into the School of Nursing is that nursing school is very serious. I mean, very serious, from the way you dress to class to the way you dress to clinicals, and the way the time in which you attend your clinicals and the time in which you attend your classes. You can get into trouble for that. If you're not putting on the right pair of shoes, and you're not wearing your right cap, you're not wearing the cap at all, sometimes you can even be sent home for that. And you're supposed to attend your classes at 8 a.m. and you come in at 8:05, you may be sent home, and sometimes you may be punished and be sent to the ward for punishment. So there are a lot of things that you do that you can get away with in other professions. Of course, this is not to scare you, and this is not to downplay other profession, but this is what is obtainable in the School of Nursing. So when you are getting into the School of Nursing, you should know what you are going into. And when you are going to classes, you have to go on time, because sometimes you may be sent home, and if you are sent home and you miss your classes, that can take you backward. That can make you get behind your classwork, and you don't want to fall victim of such, because if you do, it will affect your total overall performance in your exams, and because there are a lot of things you are going to miss for that day when you don't attend classes. And apart from that, you have to attend classes every day. Each and every day is very important that you attend classes, because if you don't attend a class in a day, you may also have trouble catching up when you come the next day, because a lot of things that would have been taught in that previous day, you will miss them, and this will also affect your performance, and the next day when you return, because you want to catch up from what you have left, or from those things you have left, because it will not, they are not going to repeat them again. You have to go back yourself to read them yourself, or borrow textbooks, to copy notes that you are supposed to have copied while in class. So a lot of things go into play when you are in the School of Nursing. You have to be serious and be focused so that you come out successful, and all the money spent and the time you put in will not be put to waste. So another thing I wish I knew before I entered into the School of Nursing is that nursing is time consuming. Yes, nursing takes a whole lot of your time. In nursing, you do not have time for a lot of things. You do not have time for dating. You do not have time to attend parties like weddings, baby showers, naming ceremonies, and a whole lot of other things that you are supposed to attend. You do not have time for that. Even your own studies, it takes a lot of time for you to study. You have to plan to study, you have to plan to take a test, you have to plan to do a lot of things, and all this takes time. It's so time consuming. So if you are in nursing and you think, oh, I'm going to be doing studying nursing, and at the same time I'm going to be doing other things, then my sister, my brother, you are lying to yourself, because obviously if you want to do all that by the side as you are in the School of Nursing, then you are planning for failure, because it cannot, it's not going to work that way. There are a lot of things that the nursing engulfs you with that would deprive you of other activities in your life. So when you are in School of Nursing, you have to sacrifice the whole of your time to the school, because once you are done, you are done. But if you don't sacrifice your time, then it means you are not doing it right. If you are actually doing nursing right, it will take a whole lot of your time. So for you to do it right, you have to sacrifice your time and everything about you, and put in the effort to make sure you do it right and come out successful. In fact, when I attended School of Nursing, I lost a lot of friends, because when they call me for any occasion, any party, I tell them I'm studying. Told you, when are you going to be free? I'll say, I have clinicals to attend today. On Saturday, will you be free? Told you. I said, I'll be studying. A lot of times I was called out by friends to go out, but I didn't have that time because of how time conscious and time consuming the nursing profession is. So again, this is not to frighten you, it's still to prepare your mind as you journey to attend the School of Nursing. Thing I wish I knew before getting admission into the School of Nursing is how important anatomy and physiology is. Of course, all courses or all subjects are important, but anatomy and physiology is the heart of nursing. Just like they say nursing is the heart of a hospital, so anatomy and physiology is the heart of nursing, because everything you do is centered around anatomy and physiology. Your medications, which are your drugs that you give, relates to anatomy and physiology. Your care, your nursing care, your care plan, and every other thing concerning nursing relates to anatomy and physiology. So you don't just study anatomy and physiology, memorize it and forget. You have to memorize and at the same time understand it. So when you attend your anatomy and physiology classes, please and please do not take it for granted. Please and please be very serious about it, because even when you attend your clinicals and a professor is supposed to ask you questions. For instance, you're supposed to be giving a patient a beta blocker or ACE inhibitor. The patient, it is expected that you should already know how this drug is going to act on the heart, or how the heart is going to, act on this thing, on these drugs that you are giving. It is expected that you should know the way the heart is built and how it functions, which is the anatomy and physiology. So another thing I wish I knew before I gained admission into the School of Nursing is that nursing is very competitive. When I mean competitive, I don't mean competitiveness between the School of Nursing and another school. I mean, within the School of Nursing, the competition within your class amongst the humans or the persons in a class can be very intense. So you have to be very careful when you are in the School of Nursing, especially in your class, because you can just be hated, you can just be downtrodden for just no reason. People just decide to hate you, especially when you are doing very well, especially if you have good grades in your exams. So keep your grades to yourself. If you know you have you do well, you do so well in your grades and in your exams, please do not tell anybody, do not say to anybody. Even when they try to get it out from your mouth, try to look for a reason to divert such questions and bring out other topics to cover up such questions. Because if you do, they get jealous, and they tend to hate you for just that simple reasons. Of course, we are women, and nursing has a lot of women, and this is no disrespect to women. I'm a woman myself, and it is a nature of women to be very competitive and also to be hateful sometimes. So because of that nature, you find out that in a nursing profession, in a class, in fact, nursing profession generally is like a culture. Everybody knows each other. Everybody knows who this person is dating. Why everybody knows that this person is married, this person is single, this person owns a car, this person does not have a car. Everybody tends to know, a lot of things about the other person, because we're just like a small community in the School of Nursing. So in this situation, you have to be very careful amongst your peers and within your co-students, so that you don't fall into trouble. You can just say something that is meant to be a joke, and another person will see it as a problem, and they turn it against you and put you into trouble because of your grades. So because of these reasons, you have to mind your business while in the School of Nursing. Put your personal ideas and success to yourself, and focus on while you are in the School of Nursing. So that is what I actually come across as a School of Nursing student. Final thing I want to let you know, which is one of the things I wish I knew before I got into School of Nursing, is that nursing school is very stressful. Yes, nursing school is very stressful. So when you are going into School of Nursing, if there's anything that you think may want to add to that stress, please put it aside. It may be a jealous boyfriend, girlfriend, it may be a job, it may be a business, it may be a family member. Please bring them and talk to them that, guy, I'm going into School of Nursing and I do not want any stress to add to the stress I'm going to face. So please back off. Please let me finish. In these few years I have to study. Allow me to study so I can face this school once and for all and come out successful. So anything that is a stressor that I want to add to the current stress you're about entering, please try to put it aside, because nursing school is very stressful and you don't want to add any other stress to the stress you already know in the School of Nursing. In the nursing profession I wish I knew is that nursing is a very strict and a modest profession. Why do I say that? It's that the nursing expects you to be a certain way in terms of your appearance and your dressing. There is a particular way you're expected to dress as a nurse. You're expected to wear your makeup. You're expected to fix your hair. You are, in fact, everything about your personality in totality is determined by the profession. So if you're that type that wears a very flashy makeup, you are not expected to do that in the nursing profession. You can appear in a certain type of makeup and this might actually give you a punishment. or in most times even be sent home if you appear in a flashy makeup to the class or to the clinical areas. Apart from that, your nails, you are not expected to fix long nails in the nursing profession. Your nails should always be cut, because in the nursing profession it is not expected that you carry dirt in your nails, because you are attending to the patient 24/7. So your nails is always expected to be on the low, as well as your hearing should always be a staple hearing, because in the nursing profession it is expected that dangling hearing can actually attract some kind of patients, like the psychiatric patients in quotes. And apart from that, you can be attending to a patient and your hearing can hook up a clothing which can be dangerous to yourself, as well as the next person clothing which the hearing has actually hooked up to. Apart from that, your shoe, you're not supposed to wear a high heel as a nurse. So whether you are in a class, you are going to your classrooms, or you are going to your clinicals, you should always be on low heels. Then your uniform must always be neat at all times and be sparkling at all times. You must always be on your uniform, be properly and completely dressed at all times. So these are things in the nursing profession that you don't see anywhere else in any other profession. You're expected to wear a modest makeup, a modest hearing, a low heel, dress in an appropriate manner with your uniform at all times. Put on your cap as a nurse, which gives you the appearance of a nurse. So all this goes a long way to tell you that the nursing profession is not every other profession that you think it is. So having said all this, nursing is also a very good profession. For example, nursing is the most respected profession in the whole world. Most times, patient tends to trust the nurse even more than the doctors, because the nurses are always there for the patient. They are the one that feeds the patient. They are the one that gives medication. They are the ones that walks the patient down the hallway. They are the ones that do the bed bath. They are the ones that rub the patient's back when it's hurting. They are the ones that talk to the patients when the patient needs to talk. They are the ones that give a lot of answers to the patient's questions when the doctors are not there. The doctors are only behind the scene working, but the nurses are usually at the frontliners that does the majority of the job, and usually is there for the patient 100%. So if you know nursing is your calling and nursing is what you are assigned to do, then please go ahead and do it, because it is one of the best decisions I have ever made, being a nurse. Apart from that, there is job security. Nursing gives you the security that every other profession, the job security that every other profession does not or cannot give to you. There is no way you can never be without a job as a nurse. So that is one of the benefits or advantage of the nursing profession. Nursing profession is very beneficial. So if you think you are meant to do it, then please go ahead and do it, and get your mind prepared. Be prepared physically and mentally about what you are going to be facing as a nurse. Apart from these reasons, nursing is also a highly paid profession, at least in Nigeria, although not as much as we want it to be. But for the payments we get as a nurse in Nigeria is also okay. But in the US, nurses are very well paid, and the paycheck is quite alarming, and it's quite commendable in the US and in other developed countries. Although as the developing country, we're striving to get there, but I know we'll get there someday. So nursing is a very good profession. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please kindly give it a thumbs up, click on the notification bell, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed to my channel. Bye guys.